Hey, Scruffy. So I'm about 15 minutes early, but you saw me earlier today, and you didn't run. That's impressive. In fact, you actually kind of came towards me. So, anyway, I have your meaty pate with real chicken and tuna and kibble. But yeah, the water situation we're gonna have to change because that raccoon is stealing all your water. Okay, so I'm gonna come out with your food. Okay, so I'm not changing your water. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Not changing your water. Oops. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the glove on. Okay, so it's already changed the water today, so it's already full. So you've been drinking it, or had the chance to drink it all day. So I guess I should back up. So I recorded the session from today. I don't know if I'm gonna post it as a separate video or splice it into here or put it before, but so I guess I'll describe what happened first. So going back, actually before the video, going back some days, so I seem to have a raccoon problem, and the raccoon's been raiding Scruffy's water bowl. So the water bowl has been empty and it's been knocked off the plate, and at first I wasn't sure if Scruffy was just drinking a lot of water and being more aggressive with it when I was away. But yesterday, muddy footprints were left behind, and I believe they're raccoon footprints. And I think I caught the raid probably within a half hour of it happening. So some of the footprints are very fresh. It was in the middle of the night, so it was probably somewhere between 3 and 4 a.m. the raid happened. So yesterday I decided I'm going to put the water bowl in the carrier to see if that deters the raccoon, because I know Scruffy doesn't like the carrier and he actually doesn't go in it either. But I have seen Scruffy eventually brave the carrier to get food. I thought maybe if he was thirsty enough he might go in and get the water. The last night when I brought out the water and put it in the carrier, we saw that he looked like he wanted some water but was not willing to go into the carrier. But I was willing to give it a little bit of time if the raccoon didn't steal the water. And sure enough, it looks like the raccoon stole the water overnight, because I checked the water bowl this morning and it was empty, and it was a little bit moved and a little bit tilted, so it wasn't as flat as I had placed it. So the water bowl had been touched and moved. And usually Scruffy is very light and delicate in the way he approaches things, so he doesn't like to make contact with a lot of things. He seems to be fairly precise with his movements to not disturb things. So, with the exception of sometimes when he's diving in for the food with the balls in the way, but this is the water bowl, so. So anyway, I'm pretty convinced that the raccoon is stealing the water. So I think from now on I gotta take the water in when I go in the evening, because I can't have the raccoon stealing it all the time. And so the big problem is if I leave it out, I think it's just encouraging the raccoon to keep coming back. And I wanted to deter the raccoon to not come back, because ultimately one of these days I'm going to travel and I'm going to have to leave Scruffy on his own, and I want to leave the automated pet food dispenser and maybe an automated water dispenser when that happens. But if the raccoon is stealing everything, I'm worried that the raccoon's going to get into the pet feeder and drink all the water. So I think the only thing I can do right now is just remove the water so the raccoon stops coming, and hopefully once the raccoon realizes there's nothing here anymore, he'll just stop coming. And then when I go on my eventual trips, maybe Scruffy will be left alone, and his food and water will be left to him. So that's all I can do right now. So anyway, I came out. Actually, no. So first, in the morning, I was thinking about bringing out his water, but he was sleeping again, and I decided I didn't want to disturb him. So he's not drinking water when he's sleeping, so there's no point bringing out the water. So I waited for a while. And I think it was about... Oops, did that scare him? I don't know, did that just scare him? I was trying to rub his neck under the chin, and he seems okay. Seems to like it. It's actually, I'm looking at his fur right now. His fur looks okay, so I think his flea problem might be improved. So I think the flea pill may have done its job this time. And yeah, the changing weather may be slowing down the fleas from getting back on him. So yeah, the weather was weird again today. So temperature-wise, we're, I think about where we were yesterday. But yeah, we got a wind advisory today. So the wind was kind of blowing kind of hard today. So it almost feels like a seasonal fall. What was that? Why did Scruffy get up? Yeah, he's kind of avoiding the head now. So I don't know what just happened there. He's getting a little more into the neck rubs, but yeah, he's still kind of avoiding the head. So I know he drank water when I brought it out. So he shouldn't be thirsty right now, because he's been able to drink water all day. So I don't think Scruffy likes the wind too much. I did see him move around a bit, I think trying to get out of the wind. So he moved to different parts near of the deck that I think were more sheltered from the wind. Okay, well, I think we're about food time here, so how about I get your food, okay? Okay, let's get your food. Got your food. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so the wind picked up, and it's kind of a blustery day. It was a little on the cool side. I think it was a lot like yesterday, but windy. So I didn't check the weather to see if the wind's gonna remain, though the temperature I think is gonna continue like this roughly for the next 5 days. Maybe there's a little tangle here. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so I came out about midday about lunchtime, lunchtime to fill his water bowl because he seemed to have disappeared, so he wasn't sleeping in the places he was sleeping earlier this morning. So when I came out, then I actually did see him. He was right next to the railing on the corner, and I didn't see him because the table obstructs my view from the kitchen window. So he was out here, and I came out with a little jug to refill his bowl. And to my surprise, Scruffy didn't have the terror look, and he held his ground. And then as I started tending to his bowl, he actually eventually approached me a little bit. So usually he keeps his distance and he'll back away. Won't let me get within 50 feet or something like that. So the fact that he was not moving was already kind of interesting, and the fact that he didn't back away was even more interesting. And then on top of that, he actually approached, which was a brand new behavior. So I wasn't prepared for that. I thought he'd bolt. So I didn't have much going on. My intention was basically just refill his water bowl and go back in because I had stuff to do all day. But yeah, he came and watched me fill the bowl. I think he meowed once, so that was also interesting. Usually he's dead silent when I'm out here. So maybe that's progress. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I think from now on I'm going to have to take the water bowl in when I go in after dinner. So that means I'm probably going to have to bring out a water bowl in the morning. So Scruffy's going to have to get more used to me, assuming he's out here. He's going to have to get more used to me coming out here with a new water bowl, because I'm not going to leave it as long as that raccoon is stealing water. And I need to... Actually, I already did. I've been looking around to figure out if there's something I can do to deter the raccoon or trap the raccoon. It doesn't look easy. So the deterrents don't look very strong. Though one did come across that looked kind of interesting. Basically, the idea is some sort of light. So I'd like to get, ideally, like maybe a motion sensor light or something that would kick on if the raccoon came. But I don't really want to spend a lot of money. Actually, I don't want to spend any money. And the way the electricity is wired here, ideally I'd plug it into the circuit so I don't have to use batteries. But the problem is switches on the inside and the way I've wired up everything, or the way my dad actually wired up everything, basically, if I turn on the switch on the inside, it turns on all the lights, and then if I turn the switch off, it cuts all the power. So I can't have a motion detector on at the same time the lights are off, because it's basically just one circuit that turns on and off the power. So I'd have to do something clever to make it so I can keep the power on, but still somehow control the lights from the inside. And I'm not sure how I'd do that. I have some ideas on how I could do that, but both of them require me to spend money, which I don't really want to do, and both of them require me to probably do some rewiring of the outlets, changing some outlets, and I've done it before, but yeah, I really don't like doing that stuff, because I know if I screw up, it's a fire hazard. So, some trivia, yeah, my parents had some remodeling work done quite a while back, actually. And so all new outlets were put in, and yeah, one of the outlets actually caught fire. So we're very lucky it didn't burn down the house. So it looks like it was probably faulty wiring. We actually didn't even catch it. It was only after the fact. We don't even know when it happened, but no, I think we noticed, yeah, there was something burned in the wall. So after, so I think we had another. I think the people actually did the modeling actually came back to do some follow-up work some years later to help us out, and they happened to catch that something burned in the wall. So they replaced the outlet, but yeah, it's kind of worrisome that it burned in the first place. So anyway, I've done that. I've done simple replacements before myself, and yeah, I always worry about that type of thing. So anyway, yeah, I'm not motivated enough to do that type of thing, to put in a motion sensor to keep the raccoon away. I don't even know if it's going to work. And then I don't have that freak out Scruffy, so if he came in here in the middle of the night and the motion sensor turned on the light when he bolt. Then he's not afraid when I turn on the lights to come out here to feed him, so I don't know, he might be used to it. No, so I repositioned the cat scratcher there a few days back. I made it perfectly straight to see if it would be moved, because I was wondering if Scruffy's been using it, and it hasn't moved, though I just noted it is moved now, but I think it's because I probably kicked the little carpet next to it when I came out here today. So I don't think Scruffy's using the cat scratcher. So anyway, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.